What is your fondest Warped Tour memory?
Man, there were several. Our singer Tyson, he coined a pretty great phrase that was really popular with like all the crew on Warped Tour. Like every time we would get on stage every day. I think he did it on all 3 or 4 times we played Warped Tour. He would get up on stage and the first thing he would say was like, "It's the motherfucking Warped Tour, bitches." And for some reason, the entire crew of all Warped Tour loved it. And we ended up making shirts one year for it. And like I think more Warped Tour crew copped those shirts than like actual people who paid for tickets, which is a pretty good one. It was a fun tour. Like we got along with all the crew really well. But like our first year on Warped Tour, man, like Kevin hazed us pretty good at one point. We were playing in Florida, and there was this like you couldn't swear or say curse words because I guess the place was kind of close to a residential area. This was back in 2002 or 2003, so my details are a little foggy on it. But there was like a no cursing rule or something, and I think we had cursed on stage. And then Kevin came up to us after we played and was like, "You guys better get out of here. The cops are looking for you. You're gonna get fined or whatever." And then like. We were really young at the time, man. So we totally bought it. We just bit right into it, and everyone went hiding. And like a couple of the guys jumped in a tree and tried to hide from cops for a little bit. And like one of our reps from the label was there, and he took us. And then like come to find out later, it was Kevin just fucking with us the entire time. And like I was so like, all right, touche, man. Hats off, you got us. Like I can't even be mad about that one. that was I think those are 2 like pretty solid memories I have from it, that I really enjoy.
That's funny. And was that a nod to Step Brothers?
What are you talking about?
The catchphrase?
What's the catchphrase?
This is a motherfucking Warped Tour, bitches.
No, honestly, I think he coined that before.
That was before Step Brothers, yeah.
It was before it came out, man. We are owed money from whoever put that movie out. Yeah.
Well, Farrell, we're after you.
We want our $10.50
in ones.
Yeah.
Do you have a message that you would like to tell Kevin?
Yeah, man, I would love to. I'd love to tell Kevin, sorry we couldn't do Warped Tour the last year. I know we wanted to, we just couldn't make it work for whatever reason. It's a bummer, man. There was a regret that we couldn't do it, and we want to thank him for having us every time he had us. And we had a blast. Like probably some of the funnest touring we've ever done was on Warped Tour, and he did a lot to build the scene up and like turn a lot of kids onto some rock music. Like it's sad to see it go, man. It was an awesome thing.
It's definitely
he's a great dude, thing. And I'll never get to take revenge on him for pranking us so hard by telling us the cops were coming.
All right, man. we can get him back.
Yeah,
he has a whole lifetime of doing nothing left. No more work.
Yeah, there he goes. I mean, he did well. He did a good thing, man. It's a bummer, It's but all good things come to an end, right?
We'll reach out to Ashton Kutcher and get him.
There we go. But yeah, man, he's a good guy, and we were blessed to be able to do it as many times as we did. So. And
all right, here's my last one. Do you have a fun story of hijinks?
Like having to do with Warped Tour?
Yes.
I don't know about like hijinks. I mean, that story about Kevin pranking us is pretty hijinky, but
or just a fun story or funny story.
I mean, there was a lot. Like, man, there's so many things because, like, it's a party for the whole time you're on it because there's nothing else to do. Most of the time you're on Warped Tour, you know what I mean? Like you just like sitting in a parking lot. I don't know about hijinks. I remember a bunch of us on a day off one time. I think Kevin, I want to say, did Kevin come out as well? Or some of the Warped Tour production, like us, Skiba from Alkaline, Oliver Peck, obviously the whole Rejects camp. And I want to say like Kevin and some of the production people came out, like we just rented a pontoon boat, like the Lake of the Ozarks or something like that, you know?
Uh-huh.
And like me, Skiba, and Oliver were like all three on one jet ski trying to crash it like all day. We were trying to see who could like crash it the biggest. And we were all three flying into the air, smashing into each other like midair. And we would jump back on and still try and crash the jet ski as hard as we could, like all day long. And the next day, we're seeing each other. We all got lumps on our heads.
Oh.
It's what happens. You're in the heat all day long for weeks. You start to get a little weird, you know. Like we were sober too. Like we were sober when we dead sober.
Hey man, we all do dumb shit when we're kids, you know.
Yeah. So. Yeah, man, that was a fun story. I remember that. That was a good day off. It was a good day off for sure. So.
Damn. Well,
yeah.
Well, buddy, thank you so much. We really
no
appreciate
problem, dude.
Your time and your input.
Yeah, man. Good luck with the magazine. What's it called? What's the magazine called?
No Cover.
No Cover. Okay, cool. I'll check it out, man. Definitely.
Yeah, for sure. Hey, Chris,
all right, man.
I appreciate you.
Yeah, dude. Take it easy, guys. All right.
Hey.
All right, cool. Excellent.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Yeah, no